I've always known that my purpose is to work with women, right?
Yeah. If I can do this, and like, you know, I really love candles. There are other people, I mean, there's a market for it. And so I decided to start my own candle line, artisanal candles. And like on our personal social front, you just turned 27. Yay.
Yay!
Exciting. But I guess like the older we become, and you know, we're getting to that big 30 number, there's also like a lot of pressure, you know, to achieve certain things, to have certain things, and you know, to be somewhere in life. Do you feel like you have like any kind of pressure outside of like the work front to have certain things in place?
It's quite interesting that you would say that, right? Because I remember I wrote something on my birthday, I wrote it on Instagram, that I think most of my early 20s, I was so focused on this picture that we all have for our life to fit into particular boxes, to be the type of woman who's fit for work, you know, so I have to be educated, the type of woman who is fit for marriage. So I have to be in a decent, committed relationship with a wonderful man, and eventually we have to want to get married to each other. I have to be working for a particular amount of time and working up and planning out my things, and I should have my house at this time and this kind of car by this time. And I really had to reflect on that and realize that I need to live my life the way that I want to, right? Literally. Because we all have different paths. And it's not like I don't wake up in the morning and see someone else and be like, it would really be nice to have that. But you always have to reflect on if you're ready for something like that. Yeah. Like, for example, guys, the baby agenda is wonderful.
Yeah.
Listen. Every time I see babies on social media, I'm like, give it to me. But I don't want a baby. If I'm being honest, I don't want a baby. And you just always have to reflect on that. Also, society has taught us not to question things, right? Yeah. And I found it really important to question everything. So you've been taught that there's a natural process of how you're supposed to want things. So you never question whether you want to get married or not. Yeah. You never whether you want to have children or not. You never question whether you want to have a life partner or not, whether you want to have a life partner that is male, whether you want to have a corporate, like you never question anything, because there's always the sequence of life. But immediately when but do I actually want this? They're like, okay, well, if I'm questioning it, then maybe there's a problem.
Stop. Yeah.
So, I mean, at this moment, and people will try to shame you kind of in certain things that you have or don't have. But I really think I'm comfortable with my life. I'm comfortable with who I am. I'm comfortable with things I have and don't have. I'm comfortable with things that I want. I know what I want to do and don't want to do. I'm really comfortable with that. Like this year, I can't talk about next year. Next year, I might be like, oh, no.
Yeah.
Take me back to, but right now, this year's birthday really taught me to be like, I am really okay with who I am, and the little that I have and the much that I have, and I'm okay with that. I really am.
And even if you get to next year's birthday and you change your mind, it's okay.
Definitely.
It's okay. Right? You're allowed to change your mind.
That's okay. Yeah. And do you feel any kind of pressure? There's definitely like life partner pressure though on all of us. But anyway, do you feel pressure?
You know, I actually, I don't. I really have that effort attitude, and I think sometimes it's to my detriment. I mean, like I was saying, like every day is different, and sometimes you do wake up saying, oh my gosh, I really wish I was driving like this type of car, or I wish that I could just like get onto a plane and go to the Maldives or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm very aware of the things that I have and the things that I want in life. And I'm not to say that I'm perfect or anything, right? But I know if something is not pouring into me and I can't pour into it, I don't want to waste my time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't want to waste my time, and I don't want to be pressurized by society to act a certain way, or to show up in a certain way. If it's not for me, it's not for me, right? I'm okay with it. I'm okay with doing things either like alone or things not in a group, because I don't want to feel pressurized to be out on a Saturday every weekend hashtagging Humunati and stuff, when I know that's not who I am.
Yeah.
I know that I prefer taking naps up until 2:00 in the morning, in the afternoon. Like that's just me, right? But I think like also just like 27. I mean, I turned 27 a long time ago in February, but I don't know. I'm okay. I think maybe when I get to like a 30, I won't lie, I do think that the pressure will definitely be on by then.
I think
and
so.
I think it's just a product of the environment that we're in. But it's so important for me to know myself now, to know that even if I get to the age of 30 and I haven't realized things that I had planned for my life and stuff, then it's just because I'm also quite spiritual, right? Or very spiritual, not quite, very. Then I know that it's just not God's timing. I know who God is to me. I know God is very faithful. So if it's not the right time, it's not the right time. I mean, I look back in life and there are certain things that I've wanted, whether it was to be with the person that I was dating and I really saw us being together, and I prayed about that relationship. And in hindsight now, I'm like, Jesus. Jesus, or it was like I really wanted that job, and I went for interviews and it just never materialized, right? And I'm so beat up about it, and I'm like, God, that job would have meant this, would have meant that. I don't understand why I don't have it, right? And then like 4 months down the line, where I'm at, like things just start to happen. And you start to think that even if I had moved, the stuff that's happening now, I wouldn't have achieved in the 4 months post the rejection, So I'm a big believer in, things in its own timing. But I mean, social pressure will always happen, but it is what it is. But I'm very okay with where I'm at in life right now.
Social pressure will always be there. I think we all experience them, and they cause a lot of like self-questioning. You're just like,
like self-worth. Oh my gosh!
It's like, but what about what's actually wrong with me? But also I mean, I had a very interesting conversation with someone the other day, and it kind of just like we were talking about the colorism thing.
Oh yeah.
And I just realized that it's going to take me a very long time to date, because I mean, we were talking about just the older you get and the more older and more single you are, there are certain things that you realize even more than the year before, right? That make it even more difficult for you to just date ignorantly. And I mean, I really, really, really want to go back to the days where I was an ignorant dater, because life was so much easier back then.
Ignorance is bliss, hey?
You really didn't question things. Like now, after that conversation, I was just like, were there people that were dating me because I look like a trophy, like I look like atonement, like because of my complexion. So if I was much darker, would you
they have
found me attractive, right? And am I enabling this behavior? Do I have a fetish for attention that men think? I was just like, well,
that is poetic. But the thing is, I wouldn't. I mean, and I guess it's one of those things that you would just question your behavior in this whole process, right? To say, am I enabling? Like, it's so interesting that you're saying, like, do I enable this behavior? Because you like the attention. I think that's interesting, right? But I think that's also like a dangerous thing. My battery. And I think that's also like a dangerous thing. I just need to quickly plug in. A dangerous thing to also just like be assuming and making assumptions, right? Just give me a second.
Yeah. But we were just saying, it's not even just about the colorism, just a variety of things. Like even maybe the way someone holds a spoon, you're like, the last one, he held the spoon like this and he cheated on me 5 times. So I don't trust people who hold a spoon like this anymore.
I get that. I just need to figure out how to make this thing stand still. See? There's just so much pressure on it. Let's do this. There we go.
Edit this out. Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, look, you can't go around like questioning yourself, right? Because then you question your entire motive, and even you start to question whether or not you are right to even have like standards, so to speak. The things that you want, because now you go down this rabbit hole of questioning. I do think, however, that it is important to really get to know the person that you are dating.
Definitely.
And engaging with, and ask them like the questions, like legit, like interrogate and be like, listen here, but if the situation like was like this, and if this plays out, like I just want to know where you're at.
Right. So last year I had my first like dating. Okay, it wasn't my first, I'm lying. My ex and I dated before with Jolad, because I think those are 2 different things.
Yeah.
But like it was the first time in my adult, like now in my late 20s, like I was we're dating, like nothing happening. We're just
getting to know each other. Yeah.
It didn't materialize into anything, but I really thought it was important, because you really get to know someone, and even when there are red flags, you're just like, you can reflect on them properly. You're like, no, but let's see the next time. And the next time you're like, no, it's still there. This thing, but even read the good stuff, you're able to have time to like process it and just enjoy the person's company before like putting too much pressure on you guys' relation and what is happening between you two. Just really just getting to know each other. Like almost like the Christian way.
Yeah. And like the way people, I think like there's a lot of pressure when people say, like, the moment you have to ask him, like, what are we? Then you have your answer. You know what I mean? I think it's okay to ask. Like, you need to ask at some point and be like, I think we've been vibing for a while.
Yeah.
I just want to know, like, are we going to take this to the next stage? Are we going to be exclusive? What's happening? What are we? I think it's okay to ask it.
Definitely. Don't be afraid. We're always being told that, like, our over communication is like overbearing and you're messing up things. Hey, that's when must go, run away. No way.
Run. So have you ever tried like dating apps? What are your thoughts on dating apps?
I have tried dating apps. I've been on Tinder, but for like 2 days. So I'll download the app and then I'll have it the next day, and then I'll delete it on the 3rd day. That's literally 3 times in a space of 5 months. And all that time, I'm just like, no. And then I delete it. I can't do it. I just can't.
Would you recommend, though? Like, people are finding like their like partners, love of their lives on like Bumble and Tinder and stuff.
You know that gif of that alien-looking baby who does?
Yeah.
No, guys. No, I can't. No way. I really, no, I don't want to start. No.
Yeah, no, I'm not confident. I could never. Oof, no.
It's so weird. So like, I was showing a friend, like, it's just, you know what? They must Tinder.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I can't.
But
Yeah.
you know, I think there are people that it works for. Whether you're looking for a long-term relationship or not, it works for them, right?
Yeah.
I really just want to happen the normal way. Really, I really want to meet a guy at Checkers and we start a conversation somehow. We're like, hey, let's. I don't. No, I don't want this whole thing.
Yeah, but
at least I'll give it a try.
Well, at least you have that going for you, right? You've actually tried the streets, you know, the Tinder streets and stuff.
Yeah.
So you know it's not for you, right? So that's good.
Have you?
No. That's what I'm saying. I think I might have downloaded the app like once, and I think I had it on for like 2 minutes, and then I'm like, no ways. This is not me. I was so anxious, and like I was just like, oh no, I can't. And then I've never actually.
People actually try to shame you. So I had some guy who actually took a screenshot of my thing and sent it to a friend of mine. She's like, but your friend is also like having tough times in the streets. And I'm like, sir.
Oh my gosh. See, that's the thing. I'm not confident enough, you know, to be able to.
I'm just like, sir, where are you? Where did you find that?
Where did you find me?
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh?
It's a double standard thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like,
so crazy.
It's because I don't want you. So now you're saying just because I don't want you, now other people don't want me as well.
So hectic.
Come on.
And
now.
for the rest of 2020, what are your plans? I mean, we're in August, so we don't have much left. But,
for the rest of 2020, yeah, we really don't have. I love the joke. We should put up the Christmas trees, but anyway.
No, I'm ready.
I'm ready. Like we should just put them on and call it a year. The rest of 2020, you know what? I'm really not sure because the year is really strange. So I'm not sure when things are going to be open up, but I did start like a small business. So I'm hoping to kind of get that on the ground, not in terms of just like getting it active, not making financial gain, but just getting my teeth into and getting used to it. And kind of just
how come you didn't tell us when we were discussing like side hustles, bruh?
No, this one I will tell you. I'm not ready.
When you're ready.
Yeah, we're not ready.
Okay.
It's a private conversation. But so just kind of like get used to that and get that on ground. But yeah, you know, spend more time with family. Hopefully, because life is too short, and like really spend time with people that I like. Like I don't want to spend time with horrible friends anymore or horrible boys. Like I really, you know, like life is too short. I don't want to do that. So kind of just try to relax because we've had so much anxiety for the whole of this year. I hope the rest of the year has a bit more stress and anxiety. Hopefully we find a vaccine or somehow it to our bodies, and then it's just like, I can't make you
tired.
I'm tired. I could do. And then we just kind of have a December, guys. Can we have December? Can we have December? And then that's it. I really don't want to lie and pretend like the uncertainty of this year isn't kind of having me, because I really don't know. You can't plan to go anywhere. You can't plan to. I can't say I'm going to a friend's. Like I have no plans. I'm home.
I have no plans.
I'm around.
Yeah.
And you?
No, I don't know. I'm just open to anything right now. I'm just pouring a lot into myself, into everything that I'm interested in. Because, You know, like I think at some point I was just like, you know, I don't want to get to December and really just used lockdown as an excuse to not achieve, you know. And I understand that, look, we're living in a very difficult situation. I get that, right?
Yeah.
But also I'm very aware that your reality, my reality, and someone else's reality during this lockdown is very different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I just need to focus on my reality
Yeah.
and what I want to do. And I just cannot get to December and be like, but I didn't pivot,
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
learn, and I
Yeah.
didn't achieve something new, or the things that I had planned, because I'm benchmarking my reality to everyone else's reality.
Definitely.
Right?
That tweet I saw about the people that were making money during COVID is like, well, we were busy making banana bread.
Yes, people were setting up companies and getting billions of tenders here.
You understand?
Oh, we were making banana bread.
Yeah, we're making banana bread. All of us. But that shows you perspective, right? That really life is what you. And I remember I was angry at my brother a few weeks ago, and I was complaining. It was like, I can't do this. And it's just like, then do something about it. And I was so angry. I was like, dog, I need emotional support. Say something nice.
Yeah.
And I realized that's actually true. You're either going to sit and wallow about things, but if you have the privilege to be able to change your situation, then do it. Don't get December of 2020. People
100%.
are asking, so how was the year? What did you get up to? And you're like, there was COVID. Life goes on.
Yeah, everyone was in COVID, right? But people dealt with it differently. And, you know, as long as you focus on your reality and what you have, I think.
Yeah, whatever
do
it
you.
is.
Do you.
Whatever it is.
Yeah. I agree. But this was a lovely chat. I enjoyed this.
It was. That's so nice. It was like, you know, before recording, and we just chat and sit about and talk about stuff, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I'm looking forward though to the next couple of conversations that we're gonna have. So guys, if you have like any topics that you would like us to also discuss, like let us know. I mean, we have a couple of ideas have planned, but I think your input again is always appreciated. So just like let us know, and we're happy to like chat about it.
We're open to ideas. And, you know, we laugh about the fact that we have no capability of having a light conversation. But, I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
Some
I mean,
like, you know, it doesn't have to be like a world-changing conversation. If you really want to talk about something and we think actually that would be an interesting conversation, please let us know. And, would love to engage. Cool.
Yeah. Here's to season 2.5. Bye, guys. Bye.